Hello and welcome to the Union Pacific Railroad Geneva Subdivision. This is a special cab ride video on the Geneva Sub, and we are riding in a tank train. Actually, you won't be able to see it at all because it's all behind us, but we are coming out of the we're coming out of the east staging yard and we are heading westbound. This is the first attempt at a cab ride video. I'll probably be doing quite a few more as time goes on. Every time I finish an area, I'll probably do another cab ride to see how it looks with improvements in different areas. Right now we are in River Forest, Illinois. It looks like we have the flashing yellow, so we can proceed. We were in the staging yard track, and now we have just gone on to track 1 of the Geneva Subdivision main line. Hope you have enjoyed the vintage updates or vintage videos that I have been posting the last couple days from 2003 and from 2008 on the UP Railroad Rochelle Subdivision. Today we're back to the Geneva Subdivision, the present railroad that I'm working on at this time. So we have just gone across the Des Plaines River and are now traveling through Maywood with a tank train going by us. So we have 2 tank trains. We're a westbound tank train, crude oil tank, and we just passed a eastbound tank train. So we're leaving Maywood and now we're coming around the bend and heading into Proviso. This video camera that I'm using for this cab ride is a pretty cheap one. It's like $25. But it does have Wi-Fi and also is supposed to be full HD. Looks like we have a green there. But it still looks pretty pixelated. I noticed if I view it on my phone, it looks really good, but on my computer, it looks very pixelated. I think that's because it's not really designed to have this much motion. These are like spy cams, so you basically are looking at a room where everything is pretty much motionless. It looks like we got a green and another train that we're going by. It looks like this is a coal train. So we're at milepost 14 now, right in the heart of the Proviso yard. The tank trains are through trains, so that they do not stop in Proviso at all or anywhere along the main line. So anyway, I think it looks a lot more pixelated because basically there's a lot of motion on the screen, and so in order to keep up with it, the algorithms or whatever they use to take the image and make it into a file has to do a lot of pixelation. I also cropped the video a little bit also, which may have a minor impact. This has a wide angle, and so I just cropped it a little bit because it showed too much on the edges. Alright, so we're leaving Proviso, going through the wall here, and going into Elmhurst. Definitely an interesting view of the layout. Pretty cool when you go across crossings like this. And here we're going through the passenger station, not stopping, of course. Another crossing. And it looks like we have a green, so we can continue on. I basically had 3 trains running in the opposite direction so that we could have 3 meets. Kind of had them bunched together though, because this is the 3rd one already, and that'll be the last one, I think. So looks like we're going past a manifest train, leaving Elmhurst and heading into Wheaton. If you haven't yet, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The username is UPRR Geneva Sub. UP Railroad Gen Sub. I'm recording this via the Wi-Fi. It does have a micro SD slot, which actually though turned out to be a TF slot, which I knew it said TF, but I didn't know there was a difference between TF and SD. So I'm recording wirelessly. Every once in a while you might be able to see me walking along on the left hand side. The wireless does work, but the signal's not very strong. You really have to be pretty close to it. If I'm in the other room, it'll freeze up. And if I get kind of further away, the image will kind of be more jerky. So I'm basically following right behind it. I wanted to do some crossovers. Notice we have a flashing yellow under red, so we're crossing over. It's not crossing over for any operational reason, just because I wanted to do a crossover and see how it looked. We're now heading through Rochelle, Illinois. There's the railroad park. That really does look like Rochelle. I'll be interested to see how it looks when I get trees and roads and stuff done in this area. Going across the crossing. And here's the new area that I just finished. The new crossing right there. That looks pretty good. There's the BNSF switcher. A hog hauler on the road there. We're going to cross over. We had a flashing red, so we're going to cross over on the other direction and get back to track 2, which is where we're supposed to be. And now we're doing that 180 degree turn where we go back behind the trees. This looks pretty cool. Okay, we're coming around the corner and heading towards Global 3. There you can see all the intermodal cars, the engine servicing. Looks like we have a green. It's good. There's a CN train ready to head eastbound. Now when I do the eastbound run, going the other direction, I'm going to make sure this train's not right here. You really can't see much of Global 3 because you're blocked off by this train here. Although I think I'm not sure how much you're going to see even if that train's gone. We'll see about going the other way. Alright, here's our 4th train. This is actually the tank train we saw the first time, so it went all the way around and we're seeing it again, looks like. And another green signal. And then we're going to be heading into Franklin Grove. There's the patched SP Global 3 switchers. Whoa, looks like I need some repair work done on the silos there. That's one nice thing about doing the cab run. You can see some things that need to be done on an area that you don't usually look at, because you're seeing it from the track side. Alright, so now we're leaving Franklin Grove, going past a little farm there, and we're heading towards the Mississippi River crossing. This looks pretty cool. Okay, looks like we have a yellow signal there. That looks cool. All right, here we go. This first bridge is the Whipple Bridge, Whipple style. And then we have the Camelback Bridge. And now we're crossing the main rotating bridge. That looks really cool. All right, we're across the bridge and heading into Clinton. And this is the end of the modeled section of the layout. And now we're in the staging yard area. And we're going to be heading into the staging yard. This should be pretty cool. Not sure how it's going to do with the different lights. Okay, so it looks like we're going back into track 2. And into the furnace room there. I have the light on in there so you can see pretty good. The water heater's to the left there, and the furnace is to the right. And if I ever have to replace the water heater, I have this set up so I can actually remove this in sections. It would be a lot of work, but it definitely is designed to do so. Now you notice I'm getting kind of jerky here. That's because I'm getting far away wirelessly. But this brings us to the end. I hope you have enjoyed this cab ride on the UPRR Geneva Subdivision. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Take care.